Hey guys, Matt Donald here. You know the drill by now. You know how this works. This is the part of the show where I advertise one of my big products, and you know what it is this time. That's right, it's a special Paleo Bites themed hemorrhoid cream. Yeah! Get yours today! Oh yeah, also I got a Patreon at patreon.com/Matthew Donald. There you can find bonus content for my two shows, The Rit Wit and Paleo Bites. For the bonus episodes of Paleo Bites, we discuss pop culture featuring prehistoric animals. And this month, we're talking about Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, the classic, cool-as-hell business strategy game from 2003, where you could build the Jurassic Park of your dreams. It's good stuff. Also, you could build turrets to shoot your dinosaurs, and you could shoot them from helicopters, and you could sick dinosaurs onto guests. It's great stuff. I loved it when I was 12. It was the coolest thing ever at the time. Link is in the description where you can sign up to the Patreon. Thank you for your support and have a lovely day. And be sure to get your special Paleo Bites themed hemorrhoid cream. I have such a bad sense of humor.
Roar, growl, snarl, bellow.
Welcome to Paleo Bites, the podcast that has survived asteroids, volcanoes, deoxygenation, pestilence, and climate change, but will probably get killed by one bad YouTube comment. My name's Matthew Donald, and each week I and a rotating series of guest co-hosts talk about and rate a genus of prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. This week I'm joined by someone who is totally fine with the government now. We patched things up with it.
We're good now.
We got it. We got it all figured out. We're all
One
fine.
roll of duct tape fixes everything.
We don't have these explosive collars on our heads, on our necks.
One roll of duct tape and a little WD-40 fixes everything.
Okay, there we go. Natasha Krech, how are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's really hot in this studio, man.
It is a bit hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I actually know on the way back there's this 7-Eleven, and I'm gonna go there and get me a big gulp. It's not healthy, but I want it. I'll burn it off later.
No judgment here.
Yeah.
I just have to be careful about my sodas.
Yeah, yeah.
There are people in my life, if they find I'm drinking too much soda, will make me pay for it.
I guess that makes sense.
But then again, you get into certain physical activities and certain coaches.
I mean, you can get away with drinking a soda. You hike, you exercise, you go out in the woods. You're very fit.
Yes.
No,
but too much is a bad
No, I know. Still don't
for
drink
me.
too much. But
And again, there are certain people in my life, if I drink too much, I
get it. Oh man. Let's see. Okay, I guess that's something. I guess I don't know why this made me think of this. If you could keep a prehistoric creature as a pet, but you had to keep it a secret from your family, which one would it be and why? What would be the most interesting? I think it'd be interesting to keep like an apatosaurus and somehow hide it from your family.
Well, I probably would adopt one of the smaller species of prehistoric wolves because
yes.
there are wolf dogs today and you can pass things off.
Right, that's true.
Just say it's a high-content wolf dog.
That's true, yeah, exactly.
That would be easy.
Yeah, I could say that. Maybe I'm thinking like one of those amphicyonids. Those are like the bear dogs back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, some of them could get dog size, so you could you could say them as one of a dog. I don't know.
Say that they're some sort of hybrid with a Tibetan Mastiff or something like that.
Yeah, and people would know the difference. Yeah.
Not really. Not a lot of people pay that close attention.
And my favorite part of Ant-Man is when they accidentally increase the size of an ant and they have it crawl out, and then someone goes off, "That's a messed up looking dog."
Oh, that's good commentary on today's society. You probably don't want me to go off on that rant, though. I got quite a bit of rants about modern society and people paying attention.
I love. I follow these videos on YouTube about various birds and people and pet birds being cute. And one of my favorite comments that people share is like, "Your dog is so majestic." It makes me laugh every time.
Well, in that case, you know that people are being insanely sarcastic
Right.
and insanely obvious about it.
Right, I need to show you this one. It's called Rare Footage of Bald Eagles Screaming, and it's a cockatiel. It even has the position of one being like,
Oh, if I want birds screaming, I just hang out in my backyard, and the blue jays do it well enough.
right.
And they mimic red-tailed hawks if they really want to mess with us. They imitate them perfectly. It's almost scary. I actually saw one doing it right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Crazy blue jay. Crazy corvids.
Right. Here's that video. He's even got the posture.
Crazy cockatiel.
Yeah. He must have just imitated it on TV or something. Anyway. All right. Okay, here's the animal that I would hide. Leviathan, or somehow I'd make that work. And speaking of which,
there she blows!
Oh, indeed. We're talking about Livyatan. I think that's how it's pronounced. Livyatan melvili, or
Leviathan melvili, or something.
Something like that. They just really wanted to name it Leviathan, but just wanted to rearrange some stuff. Kind of make it not quite. I don't know. So type, it is a physeteroid cetacean, a group of toothed whales that include the modern sperm whale. Size 44 to 60 feet, / 13.5 to 18 meters long.
An impressive being, nonetheless.
57 to 62 tons.
Ooh.
It was a carnivore, and quite a carnivore.
Yes, there's a reason they named it for Herman Melville.
Time, late Miocene, 10 million to 8.9 million years ago. Potentially up into the Pliocene, up to 5 million years ago, if isolated teeth discovered in the southern hemisphere end up belonging to Leviathan and not a close relative.
Interesting.
Yes. Location, Peru, and if those teeth are Leviathan, potentially Chile, Argentina, South Africa, and Australia.
Well, this was an open ocean predator.
Right. Described in 2010. Pop culture appearances, Ice Age continental drift. And some Disney fans have retroactively decided Monstro from Pinocchio was a Leviathan.
Well, in retrospect, that does make some sense.
Well, I mean, like, sperm whales only have teeth in their lower jaw.
Correct.
Leviathan had teeth in both. Monstro has teeth in both, so...
Therefore...
Disney knew.
They knew.
70 years before its initial description, they knew about Leviathan. The power of Disney magic, everybody.
Disney. They secretly rule the world.
They own everything. They probably own this podcast, I've said before. They somehow...
Somehow. Let's not give them too many ideas yet. Eh?
This genus name is hilarious. The species is stupid. Like, I don't know, this. A paleontologist really wanted to name this creature Leviathan, but couldn't due to biblical copyright reasons or whatever. And so instead of naming it something like Megarectocetus or Big Ass Whale, he decided to change some letters and rearrange some others until he got a name that's close, both spelling-wise and phonetically, to Leviathan, but not quite, and called it good.
I mean, props on the creativity for wanting to exploit a loophole.
I've done that a lot for my books, where I want to name something or someone after another word or name, but I don't want to make it too obvious.
Loopholes!
I don't know, it's just kind of funny. The full scientific name of this creature, as we've just said, is Livyatan melvili, named after the famed author Herman Melville in honor of his most famous work, Moby Dick. Which
is a nice read, actually.
Oh, heads up, as an English major who's had to read Moby Dick, I can say it's one of the most boring books I've ever read.
Boy, have you not read Les Mis?
I guess that's true. Okay, that's true.
That'll make you want to put your head through every other brick wall.
Right, but like, you know that exciting bit everyone knows that about Captain Ahab holding a harpoon in the middle of a great storm, shouting, "There she blows," while a giant white whale lurks in the churning ocean? Yeah, that's like a tiny part of one chapter.
Yeah.
The rest is all about thoroughly explaining the logistics and economics of the whaling industry.
I do remember reading that.
And the meandering lifestyle of sailors and people in port towns that goes on and on and on because Melville was paid by the word.
I mean, from a historical standpoint, it is a nice bit of cultural insight.
It is. And to be fair, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not for me. I wasn't entertained.
It can be dull.
Yeah.
And some of those classic works, unless you know what you're looking at and know what you're getting into, can be dull. Some of them don't age well.
Yeah. You remember the book Great Expectations? I had great expectations for that book. It did not live up to those expectations. Anyways.
But yes, some classic works do not age well. Folks know that going in because some of these authors were products of their time.
And there also probably has some casual racism that they were just like, oh, this is just how it was back then.
Yeah, casual racism, casual sexism, casual xenophobia, you name it.
Yep, it's just like the other is bad. Somehow the other.
Basically, yeah, us versus them.
Yep.
But mind you, they also didn't have modern medicine.
Right.
Which thanks to modern medicine, a lot of the xenophobia is starting to go away.
Well, that's good. Well, yeah, see, I don't mind the tribalism when it goes into more silly stuff like Star Wars fans versus Star Trek fans.
Oh, that one's straight up hilarious. Because
Yeah.
then you get people like me in the middle who, I like them for different reasons.
Right.
Star Trek appeals more to my intellect.
Yes.
Star Wars is more an escape fantasy where
Pew, pew,
pew,
laser-
pew, pew, laser guns, sword fights.
I just recently saw this video that was seen in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, but they replaced their swords with lightsabers, and they had the ships firing at each other with the lasers. Like, that's pretty cool. And all the comments were hilarious. Like, I find your lack of rum disturbing. Captain Jack Sparrow, the Last Jedi.
That, give him props on that one.
You're without doubt the worst Jedi I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me. There was some great comments in there.
That kind of tribalism can be fun.
Right. Anyways, Leviathan was basically a giant sperm whale but with much bigger teeth. In fact, barring tusks or other kind of things like that, these are the biggest teeth ever known.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. And unlike sperm whales, Leviathan, as we mentioned, had these giant teeth in both the upper and lower jaws.
Thus, it could eat a wider range of prey.
Yes, and this fact alone is one of the major reasons why it preyed on much bigger and more active animals than the sperm whale, which today tend to just feed mainly on fish and the occasional giant squid, which is pretty cool, but still.
I mean, yes, and sadly, we don't have footage of any of those battles.
We see the scars.
We see the scars, but we haven't seen the battles, and they must, to this day, be epic.
Who knows? Maybe they only last like a couple seconds.
I don't know. Sometimes the squid wins.
Oh, really? Well, then maybe not then. I don't know.
I've heard that there are times where the squid wins.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, maybe it is pretty cool then. I don't know.
The ocean is terrifying.
That is terrifying.
And beautiful.
Yes, as is space. All right. But the teeth of Leviathan could bite off large portions of meat from its victims. And heads up, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing Leviathan right. We looked it up, and I still don't even know. It could be Leviathan, Leviathan, I don't know. Leviathan, I'm Leviathan. I don't know. It's just straight up Leviathan. I don't know. But it could bite off large portions of meat from its victims, and were also adapted to restrain struggling prey. This meant that Leviathan could prey on other whales up to 30 feet / 10 meters long. And what's more, they could do it solo.
That's impressive.
Yeah, modern orcas do occasionally hunt on whales far bigger than this, including...
Yes, but they hunt in pods.
Yeah, they hunt in packs, exactly, yeah. They
Orcas behave a lot like wolves, if wolves were seaborn.
Yeah, I've heard sometimes orcas called the wolves of the sea, so...
It's a fitting title.
Yeah, but Leviathan could do it on its own. And, in fact, although it kind of looked like a bigger, nastier sperm whale, Leviathan fulfilled a niche similar to that of the orca. Preying on sharks, seals, dolphins, and other large marine vertebrates. But then again, just amplified to the max. Why is everything in prehistory so much bigger?
Because Mother Nature wanted to leave a record of her terror upon us humans.
Yeah, exactly. Leviathan was contemporaneous with megalodon, though.
Oh, wow. So those fights must have been epic.
Yeah, they were definitely rivals. They preyed on the same stuff, so...
I'm sure they even preyed on each other.
Yeah, Leviathan going after baby megalodon, adult megalodon going after baby Leviathan.
Or even adults clashing over territory and food.
That'd be cool.
That would have been a battle. Sorry, Pokemon. That would have put you to shame.
Yeah. If I were Megalodon and if I was in that fight, I'd just try to figure out a way to weigh down the Leviathan so it couldn't go up for air. Although I'm assuming like a sperm whale could probably hold its breath for hours, so I don't know.
Probably could.
But a Megalodon doesn't need to hold its breath. So
it does not. But the Leviathan probably weighed more.
That's true.
And was probably capable of ramming like modern sperm whales.
Yeah, that's true. Get a bunch of Megalodon friends. Get a pack of Megalodon.
As far as we know, Megalodons were solo creatures.
Most sharks are. Hammerheads sometimes swim together. They don't hunt together, but...
Sometimes reef sharks, too.
Yeah.
But sperm whales, for sure, modern sperm whales, will hang out in pods as well.
That's true. Most whales are social creatures. So that makes
Very.
Sense. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But Leviathan, like Megalodon, Leviathan went extinct due to global cooling around the start of the Ice Age. That drove its prey to extinction, as the smaller baleen whales it preyed on went extinct and were replaced by the much larger ones of today.
Although, let's be honest, one Leviathan could still give a lot of modern whales a run for its money.
Right, but like it'd just be a harder fight. So
it would be much harder of a fight.
yeah, and especially if it hunts solo. Like I don't know if a Leviathan could hunt a blue whale.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Like it's not like I guess it could rip off chunks, so I guess it could just grab a blue whale and just try and rip parts of it off. But
probably, but a blue whale, full grown, is nothing to tussle with.
yeah, exactly. Like one whack of its fin, and you're just going
Even
flying.
a humpback whale.
That's true.
Those tails are powerhouses.
Right, and it's just when they want to get you, they will. Like, and especially like if you get between a mother and her calf, like that's the only times whale like they go aggressive. Like
yes, and in the water, well, that's their home. Us humans are just clumsy invaders.
Indeed. I've been whaling isn't the right term because I didn't hunt them, but I've been sightseeing whales before.
Okay, that's whale watching.
Whale watching, that's the term I was looking for. I've been whale watching before.
That's something I've wanted to do for ages.
Oh, it's fun. The best part was when we were in this little boat, and we were on a big boat, and then we had a little boat that we rented. We went out, and we were surrounded by them. It was so scary. There was one that was so close we could see its eye like go up. Oh,
wow.
I might have been able to touch it but I wasn't gonna do that. No, I didn't want to piss it off. And these giant things, like our little boat was like this, and the whale's probably like this. Oh, there's just 10% of the whale was our boat, if that. Like,
if even, yes.
Yeah, like they're just so big, it's crazy. And this was years ago. This was like in 2003, I think, or something. I don't know. A long time ago.
Still, that's an experience you never forget.
No, indeed. Oh man, it's just as crazy, especially as a fan of prehistory, just to think that the biggest animal of all time is still alive today.
It's incredible.
Yeah, like we've always talked about, prehistoric animals are so much bigger, except for the blue whale.
Yes.
That's the biggest, and it's still around. And actually, I've read that its population is increasing
That's
now.
what I've read too. And
yes.
So, cheers to all those who have made those efforts to save the whales.
Yes, keep going though. Don't give up. Don't let off. But
you have our support from over here in Colorado.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good. Maybe they'll keep going. That'd be great. So that's good. At least we can show our children them for a while. Just look, don't touch.
Appreciate that they are part of the great circle of life here on our planet.
Yes, remember the Prime Directive.
Yes.
You may observe, you may not interfere.
Yes.
So, yeah, but Leviathan's pretty cool. But this ocean that it was in, Leviathan and megalodon, you could not pay me any amount of money to go swimming in that, even for a bit.
Right.
Yeah, like
that ocean, and those are the big guys. There were some smaller players in there too that were just as ferocious and deadly.
Well, and plus, the smaller they are, the more likely they are to eat you. Because for at least for me, a Leviathan, that's small pickings for a Leviathan.
Yes, you and I would be very small pickings for a Leviathan.
Yeah, it's just basically just like me eating one goldfish or something, like the little cracker. I mean, not like
basically, yeah, one goldfish cracker. That's all we are to Leviathan.
Yeah, exactly.
Even to a megalodon, we're one goldfish cracker.
Yeah, well, especially with Leviathan because it's warm-blooded, so it needs more prey.
It does
for its metabolism. Great white megalodon, it might be enough, but I don't know. Maybe not enough, but it'll just be like, oh, this will tie me over for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice little tasty bite.
So we're at the ML1 out of 65 million now. We're at that part. We're at everyone's favorite part, except not. I don't know why I say it. That's not even a funny joke, but I just say it all the time because I don't know. I think it entertains me. So, so we rate 1 out of 65 million. Honestly, this is pretty dang cool.
This is pretty dang cool.
Pretty damn cool. Pretty friggin' cool. I think it's worth a few swears.
It was a terror of the deep.
Yeah, it was. I wonder how deep it could go, because sperm whales are excellent divers. They go deep.
Sperm whales can go close to a mile, if not more, underwater and hold their breath for hours.
Yeah.
So we should assume that this thing was capable of equal feats.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the issue would be, why would it do that?
Well,
because
again,
if it's prey,
fossilization, maybe there was some prehistoric version of the giant squid or something down there.
Right, exactly.
That we just simply do not know about.
Bigger squid.
Why not?
Just a prehistoric kraken that Leviathan preyed on.
Or something like the colossal squid.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Isn't the colossal squid even actually smaller than the giant squid, I think?
Technically, it's smaller, but it weighs more.
Ah, okay.
The giant is actually physically bigger and longer.
Yeah.
but colossal outweighs it.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to rate this like 60 million. Pretty high up. It's really cool.
I'm going to agree with you and stick at 60 million. This was a terror of the deep.
Yeah, just...
I wouldn't have entered those oceans in Megalodon running
You
around.
could not pay me any amount.
No, most prehistoric oceans were terrifying, but these two together... Nope. I'm gonna
not
interested. Out of there.
Nope.
I'm not even gonna throw a line from shore.
Not quite as nope as the Arthropleura millipede is to me, but still up there.
I'm still not gonna go in those waters. I'm a nope right out of there.
All right, well that's it for this week. If you want to get a hold of the show, you can contact us at mattd@methadoncreator.com. You can follow me on social media at Methadone Creator on Facebook, at Methadone64 on Twitter, and Methadone64 on Instagram. If you could leave a like or a comment, or, well, that's YouTube. If you could leave a rating. I need to post this stuff on YouTube. I'm really bad at that. I need to...
It'll get up there eventually.
Yeah. I need... but if you could give us a rating on Apple Podcasts, that'd be great. It helps the algorithm and gets it noticed more. If you're interested in writing, I have a podcast on writing called The Writ Wits, where two twits talk about writing. It's pretty good stuff. And also I have a book series on Amazon, Megazoic, available for print and Kindle. Dinosaur sci-fi with all the good things of a good sci-fi, including laser guns and, fast and light travel and missiles, a lot of missiles, a lot of turrets. Someone pointed out there's a lot of turrets in this book. I'm like, I know, right? Also, Natasha here did the illustrations. That's good. All right, well, that's it for this week. And as I say at the end of every episode of Paleobites, we need to find his son. Can you help us? Wish I could speak whale.
Oh, me too.